Welcome to another episode of Sorry We're Canceled. I'm D.R. Curry.
I'm B to the motherfucking T, and that's Malik on the ones and twos, not doing a goddamn thing.
But Google and shit, we asking for. Happy Tuesday to all of y'all. Even though it's not Tuesday when we're recording this. Busy week. I had a busy.
What did you do, Dion? Where did you go?
I was in your great state of Oklahoma.
You were in my state of Oklahoma.
Yes.
Great is pushing it.
No, let me say this to every person watching this right now. I love the state of Oklahoma. You guys have the best crowds. When I tell you Oklahomans, Sooners? Are you guys Sooners?
Yeah, because of the Oklahoma land rush. Okay. It was supposed to be a certain day, and they said, fuck that, and they went early.
We going Sooner?
Yeah, that's why they call them Boomer Sooners. There they go, nah, we're going to go where we want to go.
Well, I tell you what, the Sooners, man, they come out to laugh and have a good time.
It's all that reparation money they didn't give us. They give it in laughter.
The first show Thursday night, it looked like a Republican rally.
It always is. It always is.
They looked like hardcore staunch Republicans, but they were great.
Good.
They were really, really good. Thursday was super fantastic.
Good to hear.
Friday was fun. 2 shows. Saturday, first show was fun. Saturday, second show, I did not enjoy. I hate leaving on such a shitty show, but man, I tell you, there was a guy. First of all, nobody laughed all at once. They didn't like any joke I had all together. Until the very end. To the very end when I do
when you said I'm leaving?
my popcorn joke. They all like that one.
That's funny. Anyway, go ahead.
But there was a guy who had a hearing aid.
Oh, okay.
And apparently he just didn't bother cranking that bitch up while I was on stage. Because he didn't fucking laugh, smile, nothing. I think he was with his wife and his son. And they were having a good time. But my man was sitting there like this. And I'm looking at him like, man, are you
getting any of this shit?
And he's just like, yeah, whatever. So he comes up to me after the show and he goes, I have a hearing aid. I couldn't hear you. I hope you don't think I was disrespecting you. I'm like, nah, I thought you were disrespecting me. Very much so, sir.
Can I fuck your wife now?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, why should be watching this? What's on my wife?
She looked like she was the first autistic person.
Oh, man.
She was old and tizzy.
Oh, man. 2 horrible things together.
Yeah. Anyway. Me and Greg go to the Willie Guthrie Museum.
Okay.
Well, actually, we went to the Bob Dylan, which is, they're attached.
Bob Dylan
and Willie Guthrie, the museums are together.
Yeah, that's weird because, Dylan was born in Minnesota. He's Minnesota.
You know why, though? But, okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. Guthrie's from Oklahoma.
He's got a town named after him.
So when Bob Dylan first started, he was a huge Guthrie fan.
Yes.
And so...
And vice versa.
So when they told...
Dylan?
When they told him they wanted to do a museum, he said, hey, if you're going to do a museum, it's got to be next to Willie Guthrie.
That's cool as shit.
And so that's why his museum is in Tulsa, not Minnesota.
Okay, thank you.
Right. So
Dylan's great.
I think Bob Dylan sucks. No offense. Hate his voice. But I understand the significance because I went to the museum and I listened and I'm like, oh no, I get why people love him.
Tangled up in blue.
Personally, I think his songs are terrible.
Oh my God.
They don't make sense to me.
He's the Drake of
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Drake either, but
okay.
It was cool because you could see that the people in his industry respected him on a different level.
Yeah, man, even to this day.
So whether he's your cup of tea or not, he earned the respect of his peers. And for me, I think that's the biggest compliment you can ever get. Is
when your peers
when you do something and your peers go, look, man, we're as good as we are, but that guy, he's got something special.
But also, peers don't pay your fucking paycheck. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like all the the guys in comedy, they always say, what, David Tell, and that's great and all, but
Dave's paying his own bills.
He's paying his bills, but he should be getting paid like the big people. I mean, every comic to a person say who's one of the best joke writers ever is David Tell.
I mean,
he's respected by his peers more. I mean, every peer goes, oh, David Tell, but but then again, sometimes,
I think the masses rock with David Tell.
Not like they should. David Tell should be selling out like
theaters. I don't think David Tell wants to do like the rest of his.
I think now he doesn't, but I think at a time, remember he would get money. He invested money back into stuff that people they liked on Comedy Central, Insomniac Theater. They liked what he did there, and then I think Comedy Central cut it, and I think that was getting him somewhere. But it's just sometimes, man, it's just okay. Like there's the mainstream. There's okay. Just for example, say there's Jay-Z, there's Lil Wayne, but the best rapper, like and even Jay-Z says it in a line in a rap song. He goes, truly, I wish I was Talib Kweli. But I dumbed it down to basically say,
I can't make money that way.
You can't make money that way. So the people that you respect, yeah, they're great, and the peers respect them, yeah, but they're not the ones.
This is how I know that he's not the greatest of all time. Because if he's referencing somebody else as better, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
The style of which Talib Kweli, Lupe Fiasco, these guys, they're lyricists. Common. These guys have lyrics. They're saying something.
Yes.
The mainstream masses just want to shake their asses and party and have a good time. And so you get pushed off into,
You eventually find your corner. You find out where, and who rocks with you. Like you get those people like, oh, guess who's coming to town? And they'll either get off work early and they'll go see you, but they'll go see you at a bar. I mean, don't get me wrong. Let's just say
true fans.
Let's just say David Tell, instead of playing the Cambridge, he'll play the White Rabbit. Which is not I love the White Rabbit. It's not a knock on that, but that's just saying that's how real, true, we have to go see it. Like people who know, they go see it. They go, I'm getting off work early. We're going to see this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but good for you.
I mean, we have fans like Natalie came to see us.
Man,
shout out to you, Natalie.
I never give Natalie enough credit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always, and I feel bad because I'm always like, I'm always gonna go and like, shit, and I'll just press a like. She'll do a big long thing. I go, yeah, like. And she thinks I'm probably being an asshole, but I respect the fuck out of Natalie. And this last episode we did, everybody hit us up, and this one dude, man, it was so funny. I don't know if you saw it. He goes, if BT would have shut up, I would have bought a coffee. And I ain't gonna lie, that bothered me for 30 minutes. I go, you know what? And I go, hey. I go, that's enough. I think I said something like, hey, that's enough. But that shit made me go, because you want to clap back up. I ain't gonna clap back, but I can't let that slide. You know what I mean? But that rubbed me the wrong way.
Go buy a coffee.
Yeah, go buy a coffee. I ain't gonna interrupt you anymore.
You do the promo, and that way it won't be an interruption.
Yeah. Hey, for right now, Dion's gonna tell you to go buy.
This is why I do the promo, because he can't do the promo, and then he interrupts the promo, but makes so I can't do the promo. Make sure you guys go to buymeacoffee.com/StarWithCancer. Become a Cancel Crew member for as little as $6. You get a bonus episode every month, plus early access. You can also pick up our t-shirt. We have 2 different designs with 2 different colors, direct shipping to you. You can order it on the website, buymeacoffee.com/StarWithCancer. So yeah, Tulsa was
Lit.
Great. I've played
man.
Oklahoma 3 times now. Every single time, the crowds have just been phenomenal.
Good, man.
It's like my favorite place to go. But that's not the best part. So we were at the Bob Dylan Museum. I left my phone in the Uber.
Oh, it's the worst.
It is the worst. So it's like a $20 fee to get them to get your items back. Plus they have to come back. So he came back. I tipped the guy extra money.
Good.
Then we walk to the Tulsa, Oklahoma Riot Museum. Black Wall Street.
Yeah, Black Wall Street.
We go to that museum.
When they destroyed all our shit.
Right.
They gave us a museum instead of giving us money.
So, and it's on the site. It's, where it happened. They have like the railroad tracks. Well, you've been there, I'm sure. But anyway, we walk in, me and Greg. Greg Fitzsimmons. And so you walk in, and then there's like a help desk to the right, and there's 4 black women sitting at the help desk. And one of them's, she's like the one that speaks to everybody. There's one on the computer. She's on the far left. Then there's the woman that's talking to us, and then there's 2 other women, right? So she goes, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So you go in, you can't turn your flash off if you're going to take pictures. But she gives us the whole spiel. As soon as she finished, I go, okay, where's his water fountain at? Did she laugh? She cracks. She goes, which chain reactions to the other black women is the 2 on the right. They started really laughing. And the woman on the computer, she goes, ha! I think that's the best thing I heard all day.
Great.
It was wonderful. Greg laughed, I laughed, the ladies laughed. It was phenomenal.
That's awesome, man.
So we go in and they're like playing this video and we're sitting down watching the video. And then it gets quiet. And you know how much of a dick I am. I go, why ain't you crying yet? Oh, shout out to my main man, Greg Fitzsimmons. The guy,
That's funny.
he laughed so hard. We had a good time. Because things like that, man, like...
Why ain't you crying?
There was a woman, we finished before they did, so we were outside waiting on our Uber to come take us back to the hotel. And the woman who was in there with us, she came out and she was just all distraught. She looked
white or black?
White and Native American, I think.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, you can tell she...
distraught. And her husband, it's gonna be all right, dear. And you know, things like that. I try not to let them get to me in that way. Like, you know, I went to the Holocaust Museum and that shit was fucked up. But I didn't cry, you know. And I've been to the MLK thing down in Atlanta. That didn't make me cry. I went to the one in DC. That didn't make me cry. So, I'm not a crier, but it's watching people's reaction to it, you know, seeing how it affected her, and, you know, me and Greg were laughing the whole time.
Yeah, comics aren't the best to go to that shit with.
You know what? And I was thinking, I was like, I really wish we had, like, you know, recorded it, because it was really funny. But when it shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, so I know what you mean. I mean, comics have a different sense of humor. I mean, people don't. You got to be a comic to understand it. But I mean, I remember when I went to DC and I saw The Wall. You know, the Wall. And this was in my 20s, so I was, you know, a little rough around it. You know, when you're 20, you got a different sentiment. But man,
you say retard a lot in your 20s.
Yeah, and you think it's funny.
Yeah.
But man, I remember being there and like, I fucking got really emotional watching because all the names on the walls are a lot of Hispanic names. They didn't mention a lot, you know, and I was like, they left that part out, you know what I mean? About who, you know?
I'm glad you said that, because the main reason we went was because Greg was like, I never heard of it. They didn't teach us about this in school. And I was like,
They didn't teach us either, and I grew up that they didn't teach us that. And that's what
I heard about it in high school.
I learned about this from a black dude at a comedy festival in Jacksonville. He's like, Tulsa, huh? And he goes, Oklahoma. Yeah, you know about that Tulsa? I go, what? He goes, you don't know? I don't know this comic's name. If I ran into him today, I know he had a great voice. So I know he had a deep voice. No, see, he had a voice that should have been on radio. And he's kind of funny. He did some bit where he sung a country song, and everybody white thought it was like, oh my God, you know. But anyway, so
our music.
But yeah, but he told me that what? And I've learned it from him, and I grew up there. Me and my brother always talk like, we never knew anything. And we had to learn Native American history. We had to. That was a prerequisite. You wasn't getting around that. And they skipped that shit.
Wasn't no buffaloes in this story.
Yeah. But man, I'm so glad you said, because you know what's funny is that, like, I remember, like, time before I last, I mean, I told you this, like, it was a basketball game, and these black girls decided to kneel for the national anthem. And so it was a hot mic, and the dude thought it was off, and he goes,
I heard.
He goes, look at these worthless niggers, right? And so the dude goes, and so then he gets caught, and he goes, well, first of all, I'm a Christian, and then he goes, I'm diabetic, I had low blood sugar that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you serious? Low blood, that's the first time I heard that, and I was like, man, and so I did this bit about
My diabetes turned me racist.
So
because I couldn't get Roseanne's Ambien.
So, that's good. But I remember being a kid, wrestling in Oklahoma City back in the day, the YMCA wrestling match. I remember wrestling as a kid, and his buddies were on the side of the mat, and he goes, beat that nigger. And I looked at the referee and he just goes, just wrestle. And I wrestled, and I went to my mom to the mat. I go, Mommy called me a nigger. She goes, just wrestle. And the whole time I didn't realize he was suffering from diabetes. Poor kid had low blood sugar.
It's the sugars.
Yeah.
It's the sugars.
They'd give them kids a candy bar. I never would have hurt niggas.
I don't hate your skin. I hate my sugars.
Somebody help me. Nigga. He's got diabetic Tourette's.
How you know your sugar's low? Because niggas got to go. He sings a song. That's how I know my sugar's low, because all the niggas must go.
I'm glad you had a good time, man.
So yeah, shout out to everybody in Oklahoma who came out to see Greg Fitzsimmons and I. Man, I truly appreciated it. It was just
Good.
something about doing a show where everybody's having a good time.
There's nothing better than that.
Not just you, but like the comic that goes before you, the comic that goes after you. The staff had a good time, good weekend.
What club were you
at? Bricktown.
Okay. That's the new one.
Shout out to the staff, super cool, super nice.
Nice.
Yeah, man, just had a really, really, really good weekend. I was worried too, because Thursday, the hot water in the hotel was not working.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, I can't be doing cold showers.
Well, man, I'm glad it worked. Seriously, I'm glad it worked out.
It was good.
The lady in the Uber today, she was listening to like some podcast. She goes, there's some comic and it's a crime podcast, but I ain't laughed once. And we were around. I said, you know what? She goes, you have any podcast suggestions? I go, you know what? You should listen to Sorry I'm Canceled.
Sorry, I'm canceled?
Yeah, no, I said, sorry, we're canceled. Sorry, we're canceled. No, I said it right. I said, sorry, we're canceled. And I go, it's two comics and they're from here. She goes, oh, I'll support. So she looked it up while we were stopping at the stoplight. She looked it up and she goes, okay, I'm going to listen to it. I said, okay. I got out of the car. So we got one more listener. I'm doing all I can.
I plugged the show. I told them, I said, if you liked my set, you'll love Sorry We're Canceled. And they liked my set. They bought a lot of shirts. So
You say the guy I work with on Sorry Cancel, he's from here. And he said, you guys ain't nothing but a bunch of racist.
He didn't say
no,
that. No, I did not tell them that my co-host was from Oklahoma.
You should have said that shit, man.
I should have said that.
My co-host,
you know what else should have happened? Your brother should have came out to come see me, but he did.
If you would have hit me up on Friday.
Nigga, you knew I was leaving last week.
For everybody that doesn't know, we shoot this usually on a Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, so when you leave, no offense, I don't really talk to you after this. I mean, I really don't. We really don't communicate with anybody after this. Maybe. So, I'm anyway. I'm cuckoo, I'm cuckoo, so I lose track of shit. I forgot what I was just saying right now. So, I forget where you're gonna be. If you gotta hit me up like, hey man, I'm in the
Honestly, I didn't think about it because I was having such a good time.
Must have been a good time.
I was having a good time.
Good, man. I mean that, man. I'm glad you had
We gotta talk about people at the airport though.
At my airport? In Tulsa Airport?
At all airports.
What they do? Lose your luggage?
Is this a new thing where people just play music on their phone without headphones?
Really?
Yes.
On the plane?
On the plane, in the gay area.
Gate area?
In the gay
area.
area.
It's like gay area. Oh my God, airports have changed. Everybody's
Since you've been gone.
Everybody's in a half shirt and shit.
Since you've been gone.
I'm too sexy for this plane. Can you give me another section?
It's raining, man. No. No, but there was just I saw 5 people just listening to the music with no headphones.
That is the rudest shit ever. It really is.
I'm like, look, babies cry because they're uncomfortable. Why are you doing this to us? It's disrespectful.
It is. It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful.
But anyway.
But I'm
How
glad
was
you
your
had a good time.
weekend? You have a good week?
My weekends ain't even worth talking about. I mean, they really aren't. I mean, it's like I don't do shit, man. So it's like I'm glad you had a good weekend. Mine ain't worth. I put together a TV. Y'all can't see it, but I got a TV stand and I got a little rug.
You got to take a picture and post it on your Instagram.
Okay, I got a TV stand, put a little rug in the motherfucker, little shag rug.
Yeah.
And so
I can't see none of it because of these lights, but I believe it when he says he did it.
I did. No, wait, listen. I did most of it, and B came over. And she helped me.
Good old B.
Yeah, the last. She helped me hold shit up, and she actually pounded some shit in. So. Huh? Well, I thought about it,
Okay.
but no, we didn't. So we put it together. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I almost spent the $82 or $70 to have somebody put it together for me. But I go, no, fuck that, right? And so I was gonna put it together early because I had PT and wound care. If I have PT wound care, PT's kicking my ass now. And so my foot's always swollen when I come back, right? And it's early. So I come back, take a nap, right? So they delivered it, put it in there. I said, I'll put it together when I wake up. So it was about 5 or 6, And excuse me. And so
Sorry for y'all.
Yeah. So then, okay, and so
hear that.
I see what it only needed a Phillips screwdriver and a hammer. I go, bet. I looked in the truck, no hammer. I thought I had a hammer. I looked in her hand, no hammer. I go, God damn it. So I had to go to fucking Walmart to get one hammer. I had to go to Walmart to get one fucking hammer.
You should have just went to AutoZone and rented it.
Really? You can rent a hammer?
Yeah.
I'll be right back, AutoZone. And I just fucking leave and shit. So I had to go to Walmart, all the way to Walmart to get one
How much was a hammer?
Like, it's under $10.
Okay.
So I got a hammer and a candle. I like candles. I got a hammer and a candle. And,
You know,
yeah. I got
when
a hammer.
I'm bashing people's brains in, I like to have the scent
Pumpkin
of
spice latte.
fresh laundry scent wafting through the place.
I do. So I got that, and then she came over, and it took longer than I wanted to, but we got it done. So I go, let's celebrate. I go, fuck it. I don't hardly drink. Let's go get some drink. So it was about midnight. No, it was about 11:30. I go, let's go celebrate. And everything was closed. I
was getting ready to ask you, did you drive into town?
Yeah, all I wanted was like a mojito and shit, or a frozen, right? Just one drink. I didn't want to get sloppy. The last thing I needed is to get out of a car and my ankle. You know what I mean? So
I've
she
known
drove.
several people who have done it.
Exactly. So everything was closed. I go, but we went through Taco Bell drive-thru. Taco Bell's got a vegetarian menu. I got the vegetarian Mexican pizza, motherfucker. Eating like shit for like one night is fucking great. I had that, and I had a strawberry slushy kind of, or smoothie, whatever.
Strawberry freeze.
Yeah, that shit was so fucking. Dude, that shit was. We got back home and like, that shit was so good. Yeah, and then she had to go because and I was all right. I was like, damn. But I couldn't be like, and then like.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah, let me take a shower first, and then, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was good, though. So it was good. It's good to eat like shit once. I mean, like, eat like that, and then.
I think you wasted your eating like shit. Like, Taco Bell vegetarian?
Dude, it was the only thing that's open. You know how this fucking town is. I mean, I go, Jesus, it's horrible. I mean, as far as that goes. So on a Friday night, man, that's what I said. COVID ruined everything.
It really did, because nothing popped back the way it was before. Dude,
we used to go
they
to
had 24 hours in Noblesville.
We used to go to
before COVID.
Walmart at 11, 12 o'clock and go shopping on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Might get some ass. It was great. Man, seriously. Hey, is he going to go to sleep in the next 30 minutes? Is he going to go to sleep in the next 30 minutes? You know what? Why don't you get some alcohol?
I'm going to go pick something up. You give him one of the melatonin drops, and I'll be over there in a bit.
And I'm going to pick up me some Magnums. And when I come over, you know what's going to happen.
At the car wash.
You ever do this? It's messed up. This is a weird thing. You ever see a white woman, right? And she has, no, listen. And she has, an obviously mixed kid, right? Mm-hmm. And so you see it, okay.
A bunny, if you will. I've seen a bunny before.
And you don't really say anything. Okay, I mean, it's normal right here, especially here. Like, we go, okay. So.
Yeah, I didn't see any mixed couples.
In Oklahoma?
In Tulsa. Not black and white. Well, that's not true. I saw one.
Yeah.
And it was like.
It's probably my nephew.
No.
Really? Oh, my nephew, yeah.
It was the most stereotypical.
Oh, like she was, whoa.
Yeah, he was like, I need my bills paid, man. Don't catch me. And I'm like, all right, bro.
do you, bro?
I know why you're with her.
Yeah. But so I got, okay. But
I know why she's with him.
Now, if they got a little kid, it's weird. Like, if the kid's really like between 1 and 3 or whatever, the kid will always kind of like look at like a black male, like kind of like, oh, you're one of us. Like, even though he don't know, they always kind of look like Jason, then when you call his name, Jason, and they kind of, you know what I mean? Like, and the kid always kind of does that. Like, the kid are like, Mama, that look like, is that daddy? I mean, I'm not even just making this up. It's just the truth. I noticed that. Like, they always, the kid, if it's a baby, they'll be like, if they're older, like, man, fuck, they don't even look at you. But the mom does. The mom will be like, I noticed that. And I was at wound care. The kid had to be like maybe 12 or 13. And she goes, okay, let's go. And they're walking. And I was like this. And she walked this way, and I can look. And she kind of looked and walked on. I thought it was kind of great.
Wait, you mean she gave you the side eye?
Kind of like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, kind of
like she was saying, I like them, right?
I know you like black dick once. You want to like black dick twice, but you got to do all the work because you see. I'm working with a handicap here.
I get you in the front.
Unless I got to stand her up so if she's doggy style, your ass got. Gotta get some telephone books. Remember what those used to be? Get some telephone books and raise that ass up so I could stand up.
Dude, I remember back in the day, we had to put telephone books on the back of our Sega Genesis wires when they frayed too much, and you had to press it down because there was a short in the cord, and you just needed something heavy to keep it down at a certain angle so that you could play for an hour. We used to use the white pages.
That was the equivalent of when you had cable box and you get right between, you can see a titty on Showtime.
Yep.
Like, a titty! You know. Gotcha. Was he giving the light and shit? What was it, a comedy club? You got 5 minutes, wrap it up.
Wrap it up, guy.
Anyway, I gotta go.
While he's pulling up the Am I the Asshole, make sure you guys go to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. Become a Cancel Crew member for as little as $6. Also, you can pick up our t-shirt and get access to bonus episodes, all the good shit. Buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled.
All right, am I the asshole? Okay. I, 35 female, have 2 kids, 17-year-old twins, male and female. I guess they're fraternal. And 1 stepdaughter, 18, who I met when she was 11. Okay, so you knew her for 7 years. That's right. Okay, the other day, I was at my parents' house going over some estate planning as I am the executor. While reviewing, I saw my folks had split their assets to be half for my 2 siblings and the other half for their grandkids, all to be distributed evenly. My stepdaughter was included. When I asked them about this, they said they wanted to be fair. Their estate isn't super large, but the sum would be substantial. Think new car. What kind of car are we talking? I mean, a Ford Focus or a brand new Corvette?
You want a brand new car.
Seriously, I mean, that's a big discrepancy here. So anyway,
I'll say 50 grand.
Okay. I told my parents that while generous of them, I didn't think it would be necessary and would be better to split between their 5 grandkids. When we got home, my husband said he overheard what I said and that I was being an asshole for alienating his daughter. Oh, he heard. Oh, that's fucked up. Okay. I told him my reasoning was because she is the only child, grandchild, niece, child/grandchild/niece on both her parents' sides, and she would be set. Her grandparents own multiple properties. Her uncles are fairly well off and live in a HCOL area. What's HCOL?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Look
okay.
it up, Malik. You ain't doing shit.
Yeah, you ain't doing shit. And well,
HCOL?
and HCOL, live in an HCOL area.
High cost of living.
Oh, thank you, man. See, look, Malik does know shit. Okay, and well, she's the only kid, and it's not looking like, at least in his side, that she'll have any cousins. Plus, their collective net worth is substantially more than my side. I also asked him if his parents included my kids in their estate, but he refused to answer. Oh, you think, dog, this is your ally. Still, he said I was being an asshole and accused me of not caring about her future. I think I was doing the right thing by looking out for my kids and their cousins. Am I the asshole? It sounds like you were headed for a divorce. I mean, the fact that he refused to answer, but he drilled you about not including his daughter in the will. Is she the asshole? Okay, I'm gonna stand on business. I'm gonna say no, she's not, because she basically said, you know what, my side of the family, her side of the family, she's taken care of. She's gonna be good. Everybody's pretty much wealthy, so she's good. So we're gonna get. I mean, and it sounded like she didn't really come from money. I got a little bit, but not enough. So I'm gonna say no, she's not the asshole. Because she knows that girl is taken care of. And her husband refused to answer. All right? If the husband said...
You know why the husband refused to answer?
Why?
Because he found out his wife is a cold-hearted bitch.
He overheard or he...
He overheard, which means she didn't have a conversation with him about it.
I wonder how much overheard, or was he snooping, or he, because when listen, and this is true. I mean, because I think me and you both can speak for. I mean, you know, on this subject, when somebody dies, and you think you're gonna get some money, you know, it's like, okay, and no offense, but it's like, okay, I got siblings here. Luckily, me and my brother, man, everything was even, and we knew we wasn't fucking each other over. But I felt bad that I kind of like questioned my dad's girlfriend, her remote, you know what I mean? I was like, and me and my brother, for a brief second we did, and I felt like shit because during the funeral, those 2 days, I could tell that shit, she wasn't faking that shit. I was like, fuck, nah, she really loved daddy.
I think it's disgusting to fight over people's what they're leaving for. Like to me, it's disgusting. When my dad passed away, all I wanted was some of his ashes. Like,
I mean, that's great.
Fighting over his shit. Like to me, it's just it's a shame on their memory. It's ridiculous. I
think it's it's admirable on your part, and I think I don't know. I kind of think maybe you're in maybe in the minority, because I mean, it was like just the way Daddy brought us up in a way. It was like my brother, like a policy is in my name. He made sure I got it. He didn't ask me how much I was getting. He made sure I got it, and we split his retirement. We split it down the middle, right down the middle, and we made sure everything. And it was like, I don't know. It sounds like
just kidding, IRS. Yeah. His brother got everything. This nigga got he gets shit. Matter of fact, he might owe y'all $5 more, but I'm gonna cover that part.
but I'm glad. Thanks a lot, Tattletale. But yeah,
you told on yourself, nigga. I'm trying to help you.
We did. But it was good though. That's the way it should be. But I mean, and like I said, but we did take care of my dad's girlfriend. Like she got like his bank account and everything, which is she deserved that shit, man. So, what do you think, Malik? What do you think, bro?
Oh my, wait, I'm kind of confused.
But she ain't gonna give her stepdaughter shit, basically. But she
she told her parents that it wasn't necessary for her to give, because her parents were gonna give the stepdaughter something. She told her parents, you don't gotta do that because she's the only child on her side.
And she'll be well off.
I think it matters how like involved she is with the grandparents. Like if she's like a stepchild that's she didn't really know the grandparents and like she only shows up.
It's been 7 years.
Yeah, but the grandparents still aren't dead.
That's a lot of Christmas.
They might be.
No. I'm saying she's only had the stepdaughter for 7 years.
That's 7 years is a long time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving you the time frame for how long she's known the grandparents.
That's almost 2 Olympics.
So that's like 7 Christmases.
Yep,
so
7 Christmases.
She's like showing up and like being there and then like doing all this extra stuff. Then I think that she should probably be a part of it. I'm not gonna say she should because nobody's really entitled to stuff like that, but. Yeah, I don't.
I think she's an asshole for telling her parents, "Nah, y'all got to worry about my stepdaughter." Like, especially not having a conversation with her husband and he overheard it. Of course, you're gonna destroy this man's feelings. Like, that's a conversation you got to have with your man. Like, yo, look, my parents is getting older. I got daughters from you, and
I mean, trust me, I see y'all's point, but I'm just gonna say, nah, she's not. I'm gonna say no, she's not the asshole. I mean, she stood up and said, listen, here's the deal. And the fact that the husband refused to answer, and he overheard, which I don't think he overheard.
Let me ask you this, though. If let's say you was a child and your stepmom said this shit about you. Nah, don't worry about BT.
If I was going to be taken care of on the other side of the family?
No, but you don't know that.
It's hard to say that now because it's hindsight.
Would you want your stepmom to look at you that way?
How did we get along? I mean, first of all, I don't think you tell that girl that. She's 18. Why would you tell her now? I mean, ignorance is bliss.
No, I'm not saying you should tell her. I'm just saying, how would you feel if that's how your stepmom thought of you? It's like, yo, he'll be all right over there. Don't give him none of our shit.
Yeah, I'd probably be like, really? Really, bitch? Really, bitch? I gave you, okay.
To me, I think it's disgusting. Like, if you're going to take on that role as a step-parent, you can't.
Yeah.
Once you just, nah.
It's a daughter. It's not a stepdaughter. It's a daughter.
Yeah.
Because stepdaughter's like, I ain't picking that bitch up. She ain't related to me. You know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying, but still, no, she's not the asshole. You think she's an asshole, and Malik thinks she's an asshole.
I think
which is fine. I see you guys' point of view, but I'm gonna say, nah, she's not.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments.
Please do
down below. We love hearing your comments. We appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, please hit that like button.
Please
like, subscribe, and share. Share this with your friends and the people you work with and your Uber drivers.
Yeah, the Uber driver. Yeah, they'll never know. They'll never know it was you.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Sorry We'll Cancel. I'm Deon Curry.
I'm BT. Thanks for listening. That's Malik on the ones and twos who ain't ever doing a goddamn thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until then, you know the word. Peace. I better be in that wheel, Deon.